Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. We are back with episode 16 of our Season 3 for Medieval Dynasty on the new map. Today we're going to test out the Hunting Shack Tier 1 like I promised we would last episode and completely spaced. We're going to see if it's bugged or if they just changed the numbers on us. We'll also be working towards getting the main village set up in the newly selected location. We might purchase some pigs for fertilizer as well. I still haven't really decided on that one yet. But we are going to have some interesting engineering issues with the new village based on the hill and that little strip. So that's going to be fun to overcome. But if you guys learn anything useful today, or if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, let's go ahead and load in. You're great. That's awesome. It's always good. All right, here we are. All right, we are coming up on a season change. All we have to do is sleep, but I'm going to throw this potage in storage first so it doesn't rot beyond what we need. I also want to see if we have anything that we can throw in the bins before we change the season, specifically to rot them, and I can't complain. All right. Our lovely pregnant husband. They really are. Oh, hey, our baby was born! Did we get a boy or a girl? We got a male. All right. I like Alaric. What else do we have available here? Okay, well. If everybody's cool with that, we'll just go with Ulfric. You like that one? Okay, well, yeah, if everybody likes it, we'll just go with it. Oh, look at him being a good dad.
How are you?
You did a great job, my dear. I'm proud of you. I think this child will make us proud. What's on your mind? I don't understand people who... Alright, you know what?
Goodbye.
Siegfried and Roy. Hey, Jackie. Siegfried would be a pretty name, though. Especially with the spelling that they had for it. Alright, now I said last episode that we were going to try the Tier 1 hunting hut and move one of the hunters over to see what the numbers looked like, and completely spaced it until the very end of the episode. So we're going to start out by building that. We're probably going to tear it right back down. We might leave it up. I don't know if we'll do anything with it or not. Generally don't like the name choices. That's fair. I would prefer that they allow us to name the child ourselves, but fair enough. I honestly don't understand why they didn't. It has to, I mean, the coding has to remember a string either way. So they may as well just let us make the string. Did you know you can build the tier 2 over it, or you can go straight to tier 2 in the building process, which would save you resources. But we wanted to test this to see if 5 psych 5. We wanted to test this to see if they changed the numbers on the hunting shack, or if it was just bugged for the tier 1. But yeah, I know that you can build over them. I just, for this it was an experiment. If we just wanted another hunting shack, I would have just built a tier 2. I wouldn't have bothered with the tier 1. But in the interest of experimentation. Okay, so we'll move one of the huntresses over here. Little Ulrich. Wait, is our husband still working? Nope, he's a father now. Great. I don't know what we lost him from. I don't remember what he was in. It was something extraction-based. One of the wood sheds, so that's fun. Oh, it was the one that's all logged, too. We'll be okay with that. We'll be okay. I'm not going to worry about that too much. Right. Who are the huntresses? So they're both the 3 in hunting. So let's move her to the hunting lodge 1. We know that one tier 3 hunter and a hunting lodge 2 gave us 22 and some change meat. So we're going to see if it does the same here. And that was going all in on meat. Okay, so it's about half. So the tier 2 shed really does double the amount of meat that you get out of a single person. Hey, James. Kind of busy at work. All right. Well, we're glad for any time we get with you, James. So yeah, the tier 2 really is better than the tier 1. We get half the meat out of the tier 1 that we do the tier 2 with a single skill 3 hunter. That's good to know. Accordingly. Right, bulls are in here.
What would you all do without me, you thirsty bastards?
Okay, I like the well girl. She's funny. Sure, why not? I did not grab any rocks, apparently. Good thing there's some up here. I could have sworn I grabbed rocks. Maybe it was for some... Oh, I did grab rocks. I grabbed rocks for the hunter shed. Which made sense because we used them on the hunter shed. Great. Alright, there we go. So at least we've got this guy established now. That's going to go a long way for this next part. But let's go see what the new quests are before we get too into building up here.
We should have a tavern.
You should have a tavern, sir. Wait, are you just staring at the corner? Were you bad?
Oh, it's you again.
A moment of respite. Can I help you with something? Oh yes, I need it. First, those bloody mosquitoes make my life miserable, and now my wife has gotten crazy. The last time she was this excited was during our honeymoon. I don't understand what's going on in her head. What's wrong with her? Everything. She wants to adopt a kid, even though we don't have any spare space at our house and are constantly bitten by these little buzzing monsters. Thankfully, she's not the only one who wants to take him in. Bronimir's wife, Zylia, is also interested in the little guy. I know Astoya accepts everyone, but I would prefer him to go to a family other than ours. It's for the best. Do me a favor and talk to them, will you? Ask them about a kid named Janik. It's a weird thing to do, but alright. No problem. I'll see what these two aspiring mothers... I'll talk to these two aspiring mothers and see what they have to say. Because I kind of want to see their side of it before we take anybody's side. Right. We need to actually activate the quest site. Come on, man. At least they're both here in town. That should make this fairly quick. Of course, you know, famous last words. Now it's going to want something from the ass other end of the map. Because that's how that always works. Hello there. Have you seen the boy who recently wandered into the village? His name is Janik, and he's gorgeous. This little man is mature and clever beyond his years. I wish I had that smart little man by my side. You seem to be very excited about the child. And what about your husband? After all, he doesn't agree to taking a child. Well, let's see what she has to say. This one is crazy. Lovely. Janik is acting almost like a grown-up. There isn't much I'll have to do for him other than put a roof over his head because he's already well brought up. Besides, the boy is very handsome and will surely grow up to be a prince. With someone like him, I could stroll with pride across the village. Do you think that you would be suitable as a foster mother? Of course, I've already raised one child that didn't come out of my womb, Radomila. She was a monster. This girl was almost never home. It was an ordeal to get anything through her head. I devoted but so much time and nothing came of it. Janik will be different. I'm sorry, lady, but if you raised one kid and she turned out to be a monster, I really don't think you need another kid. The boy is so smart he will not want to parade around with you like a show pony. I feel like that's true, too. Also that... What do you think the kid feels? Alright, let's go talk to the other mom. We're going to wind up not having anybody adopt him, aren't we? Welcome to the nicest place in all the Oxbow. I've just learned that we have a new potential member of our community. A young child has found its way to Astoya. That's why I'm here. Do you think you could take on raising another child? Of course, I'm an experienced mother. I already have 2 children of my own. Astoya never refuses those in need. I would not forgive myself if I broke this rule. It's the whole point of our existence here. What do you think of the orphan? The poor thing has certainly been through a lot. Such a young girl should not be on her own. They're not talking about the same kid, are they? She will be able to live peacefully without disturbing anyone. No one will ask her about her background or her parents. In Estoya, we are all equal, especially since me and my husband, Bronimir, strictly obey the local rules. The child is a boy. His name is Janik. Have you seen him at all? I haven't had the opportunity yet, but whether I see it or not will not change my attitude towards the child. Estoya is open to anyone who adapts to our rules, of course. Should learn something about the child first. I'm leaving. That's awkward. One of them just wants basically to be a pageant mom, and the other one wants a girl, apparently. Oh, hey. Sticks. And the kid's standing in a barrel. I thought he was handsome and smart. He's standing in a barrel. Good morning, lady. I've been standing here for a long time. The locals just point fingers at me and say that there's a debate about which house to put me in. They tell me to wait, but I'm very hungry and thirsty. You mean to say that they're arguing about raising you and forget to feed you? Maybe they're busy. I don't want to be a burden, but I'm really hungry and thirsty. Could you bring me some bread and a few drops of water to wet my mouth? Do not get in anyone's way and do no harm. Is that how these rules went? Pathetic. I'll feed you, boy. These people, don't worry, kid. I'll help you out. You'll starve before they decide. No, you're no use to anyone dead. I'll find you something to nibble on. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll help the kid out. We don't have any bread for what we could spend them on. Do we have anything easy and worth a lot? Looking for a scythe, a bronze scythe. We actually have one of those on us. So let's go ahead and take that one. Blank logs and sticks for... Oh, we need the Dynasty reputation. I'm not hunting badgers. Those little bastards are hard. Okay, so who wants the scythe? Is it somebody here in town? It is. Let us trade it. Oh, and it's almost broken, too. That's perfect. Be welcome, taxpayer. I've got the scythe, although I have to say the note's handwriting gave me the creeps. I know, the man who gave me the note was even more disturbing in person. Very quiet and very peculiar, pale as a ghost and thin as straw. I've never seen him before. Strange, I wish I'd met him. Or maybe I don't.
Have a nice day.
I'm assuming that was supposed to be a reference to the Reaper. Another log in the wall. That's cute. 6 logs, 2 planks, and 18 sticks. You would adopt him? I'm barely responsible enough to keep myself alive. I don't know what I'd do with a child. You were a foster mom years ago? That's very important. We really need that. I mean, it's great that you did that. I do not think that is work I am cut out for. Because I was not exaggerating. I can barely keep myself alive. I've done some very stupid things over the years, and frankly, it's a miracle I survived to adulthood. Hello, good lady. I'm smelling some delicious food. Is that for me? Yes, it's nutritious and should satisfy your hunger for some time. It's not much, just a simple treat, but should be fed for a while. I wanted to eat it myself, but so be it. I'm not such a degenerate person as to deny a child. Oh, could you imagine if we accidentally gave him the plum wine instead?
Do you have any gossip? The juicier the better.
Thank you for saving my life. The food tastes as good as ever. In the meantime, I heard some rumors in the village. I was told that 2 families are thinking of taking care of me. They can't come to an agreement, so I have to make the choice myself. Will you help me make up my mind? Dobrosolka watched you closely. She has nothing for you but praise. Ziwe is a woman of principle. It might be a bit rigid under her roof, but you'll lack nothing. Both women want to use you for their personal gain. You'll be more of a household decoration, and for her, you're fulfilling her moral duty to the village principles. It's hard to say which family would be better for you. You know what? Honestly, I gotta go with 3. Neither of them are gonna make good parents. The one just wants him as a show pony, and the other one didn't even know what gender he was. That doesn't sound good. Maybe living here is not the best idea after all. I'll have to think about that. Could you visit me in a while? I wouldn't want to starve again. I'm curious to see where you'll end up. I'll come by in sometime. The next day. Alright, so in the interim, let's visit the farmer here and get the rest of the beetroot that we need. And we can go turn that in and then take our wine to our boy in the village. Cabbage, cabbage, what rhymes with cabbage? Package, adage, baggage. Oh, I'm sorry, do you have the beetroots? I do. The question is, do you still need them, or would you rather pursue a career as a poet? Oh. Well, I need these rhymes for work. I thought that if I could come up with some funny poems about my wares, more people are going to come and buy them. My son gave me this idea. The boy has quite an imagination. Maybe you could help me a little? Maybe you should find a bard or someone like that, but I'll try to do my best. Let's do this. You won't find a better poet in the Oxbow. I'll do my best. Great, let's start with onions. Onions have layers. Oh my god, that's a Shrek reference. Players, I'm guessing? They're great for all players. Onions have layer. Oh, I like that one. Buy from me an egg. It won't cost you an arm and a leg.
It's the season of preparation.
Now the last one. Once you eat my bread, it will never leave your head. You'll feel like newlyweds. Your enemies will drop dead. You'll be free from dread. How about that one? Thank you for your help. So, what about this? What do you think about this idea? To be frank, I think it's down. Actually, that's not terrible. Slogans are huge in marketing. I hope people are going to like them. Thank you once again for your help, and please come back to see how my business is doing. I'll sure do that, but I believe everything's going to turn out great.
See my wares. If you don't like what you buy, well, we all make
Come see my wares. If you don't like what you buy, well, we all make mistakes. What you doing over there, buddy? Oh, you're a miner. Okay.
How is life treating
Here's your wine. Great, you're on time. Here, that's for your trouble, and one more thing before you go. What is it? What's your favorite wine? I hate to do it to him, but it's cherry wine. And you too, traitor against me? Yes. Oh, it's a kiddo. Bogdana. I like rum as well. Can I help you with something? There's an ogre in my privy. What? An ogre? An ogre. It's sitting there for so long. And I won't go to another privy. The other ones are stinky. Alright, I'll check that. It's a guy. It's just a normal dude. That's my guess. You love this quest. Watch, it's probably like her dad or something. Here's some unpleasant noises from inside the privy. Is there anyone there? Hi, man. I'm sorry for blocking the privy, but I was in need. Better go somewhere else. It may take a while. Digestion problem? How did you guess? Wait a second. Could you bring me something for poisoning? I beg you. Don't need to beg. I got you covered. Instant poison cure.
How is life?
Yeah, I was right. Wow. Somebody want to write that on the calendar? Your daughter was an FFA? Got her A's from helping raise the chickens. Fair enough. Stamina, saturation. We wanted instant cure. There it is.
Can I see you soon?
Alright, so let's hitch a ride. Catch a ride. Wait, wrong game. We can get a ride to both of the towns, actually. Because Lord knows we have the money, and it's better than riding all over them. So we want to go to Skalki, and I believe it's Astoya, isn't it? Let's go to Skalki. I know it's Skalki for sure. But I think the other one's Astoya. I could be wrong, though. Nope, it was Astoya. That'd be fun, too. Not an ogre. The name is not an ogre. How are you doing? Never been better. I'm still stuck in here just because this is the best privy I've ever been to. Do you have the potion? I do. I'll leave it near the door. Do you know what poisoned you? Yeah, it's definitely the meat pie I ate. Its taste was a bit suspicious, but I was hungry and on the road, so there wasn't much room for being picky. Who gave you that meat pie? The local cook? I think her name started with a B. I'm sure she was cooking with filthy hands. I think someone should take a closer look in her kitchen. Maybe there was something wrong with the meat she had. I always cook and eat with dirty hands. I'm as right as rain.
We would be unstoppable.
You can't trust anyone these days with food. Better prepare everything else on your own. Well, we'll say it might be the meat. Yeah, better warn her against giving anyone this meat pie, because soon all the privies in Scout queue will be blocked. I'll talk to her. It was intentional, wasn't it? Best pies around. What can I do for you? Actually, pie's the reason I was sent here. One of your clients would like to raise a complaint. Who? Frankly speaking, I'm not entirely sure. He didn't introduce himself, but he was behind the privy doors. And what did he eat? A meat pie. Maybe the meat was a bit undercooked or rotten. I always check the quality of my ingredients, and I never serve raw meat, but I remember selling a special meat pie not so long ago. I can assure you that he'll be fine and that he deserved it, wink. Oh, good lord, it was on purpose. What did he do to attract such a ruthless act of revenge? He behaved as if he owned the place. He was haggling, even though it was clear he could afford it. It's not so easy to get under my skin, but he managed to do that. I really don't think you should mess with people's food, especially when you're selling it to them. But also, I understand. Farquad. No, much better. I see the potion worked. Yes, it definitely did. Thank you very much for your help. Did you talk to the cook? I did, and she assures me that she washes her hands and that people always appreciate her cuisine and never complain. Oh. I don't know. Do we cover for her, or, what do you guys think? 1 or 2? Yeah, the Shrek reference, yeah. Telling the truth? Okay. Oh, we've got 2 for truth and 1 for cover. Oh, boy. James, what do you think, man? Oh, he might not be able to answer. So we've got Jackie for covering, Melody and Autumn for telling the truth. Josh says 1 as well. Now we have 2 and 2. Ask my cat. Well, she's downstairs because she can't be in the room when I'm streaming because she thinks I'm talking to her and she talks back. So all you would hear is cat yowls in the background. Farquad's a jerk. All right, well. All right, we got evens and odds. Odds it is. Complaints? What complaints? About your behavior. Remember never to anger the one who serves your food, pours your drinks, because you may feel the taste of their vengeance. About your behavior. Remember to never throw cooks off balance because they make some mistakes while cooking. Okay, so we can still cover for her while telling the truth. So that's actually the best of both worlds. Yeah, I'll take that advice to heart, and I'm very grateful for your help. If it weren't for you, I'd probably be stuck in that privy for eternity. Thank you. I'm sure you'd do the same for me. He probably wouldn't. Right, and then we need to tell the little girl that the ogre's out of the... Who's it? So it wasn't an ogre. I'm not sure if you're more relieved or disappointed, but the privy is all yours. You know, the man could have been an ogre, because we don't actually know what he did to piss off the cook. Now it's also stinky. Well, that's the thing with privies, unfortunately. You'll need to get used to that.
Boys claim that our world is a flat disc balanced on the backs of 4 cows standing on a shell of a huge snail. But I think they're making fun of me.
They might be. That might be true. We are going to have to wait until tomorrow to go talk to the boy, though, because it is already after 8. And work in the morning and all that. But, oh. You actually have a decent singing voice, lady. She's the one that gets snarky with the other villagers. I actually like her. She's fun. Before Manor Lords releases in April. Fair enough. Thank you, Autumn. I appreciate that. Alright, well, we got quite a bit of questing done. We got the one in Skauki finished. We got this one on its last step. We got one of the ones in Piastovia finished. And we got 2 of the boards done. So we still have Klonika, and we've got to finish up Astoya. But we also got our first building down in the new location, which is super cool. And we finished the house down here so that we can hire some more people. But we're going to build up here for the view, I think. Got to check the kid before we log. Oh yeah, we got the kid. And then we have a cradle for it now. That's a neat addition. They swapped the bed out for a cradle when it's an infant. But yeah, we got a fair amount finished. We got some tools thrown together. We do need to upgrade into bronze for some of those tools for the villagers because they ran out in the farm. But overall, I think we had a fairly productive day. It was kind of adventurous and fun. It's nice not being tied to the village constantly. Taking it a little bit easier instead of just the massive money grind is kind of fun. But it is that time, guys. So if you learned anything useful or if you had a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, go ahead and subscribe. But either way, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. And we will catch you next time, which will be Friday. I hope you all have a fantastic day. And thank you for watching.